Hey guys, welcome back. This is another part of my collection. These are called Honda Kick and Goes. They were small scooters of sorts, almost like the original Razor scooter. And I've fully restored the yellow one. This is the original Kick and Go. The way they function is not only do you, put your foot on here and actually kick it, but once you get started, this little arm right here, you kick it, and it actually spins the rear tire. So you don't have to keep kicking off of the ground. You just pump this crank here, and a chain underneath with a little sprocket actually spins the wheel. So, and the front acts as like a skateboard truck. So that's how that functions. This is a Kick and Go Senior, so the same thing as the small Kick and Go, but for adults. These are actually the most rare of the three. This is called the Kick and Go 2. Obviously, it's only two wheels, probably hence the name. And it's more of like what we know as a Razor scooter. This one has a nice patina. It's in really good shape for its age. So I'm leaving this one alone. It doesn't really need much. It has all the original labels, as well as it's in fair condition for being from the 70s. It needs a rear tire, and the wheels for these are very rare, so they were destroyed, and there's no reproductions. So I'm gonna leave this one alone. Like I said, before I started the channel, I actually restored two of these yellow ones I found on eBay for pretty cheap, ripped them apart, and believe it or not, you can actually get parts for them still. I mean, it's a simple mechanism, sprocket, chain, things like that. So parts aren't really that rare for the actual assemblies, but the wheels and things like that, actual grips, stickers, brake levers, that's where the rarity comes into place. This Kick and Go Senior is in pretty rough shape. I found it on eBay for a really fair price. I think I paid $150 for it in its condition. It's really rough. The next cheapest one was over $300. So they are hard to find. I don't think they were very mass produced like the smaller ones. The reason these actually went away was because the brakes aren't very strong at all. So kids would start rolling. This is all, rumor. Nobody put this in the press, but the brakes aren't very good. So kids would start rolling down hills, and there's no real way to stop them. Even though it says it has a brake, once you get going down a hill at, 10, 15, 20 mile an hour, there's no really stopping it unless you're coming off. And kids were getting hurt. A lot of accidents happened with vehicles and things like that. So yeah, that's a small introduction to my scooters here, and I'm gonna rip this one apart and get it powder coated and have it fully restored. All right, as you can see, I got everything broken down. I've got the handlebar right here. I'm gonna get this to my buddy Jason, who's gonna powder coat it, and we can actually see kind of how crummy this was. It needs quite a bit of work. Somebody has taken like a wire wheel to this. I'm guessing it sat outside. Took a wire wheel to it and took the paint right off. It's kind of remarkable how different metals were back then compared to now. As far as, I mean, it didn't really, even being rusty like that, it didn't really compromise the metal. It's nowhere close to being all the way through or anything like that. So it's kind of neat to see the different quality of things put into place, you know, so. All right, dropping off some parts over to my buddy Jason at JW Coatings. We're doing the express frame, the kick and go frame, and a couple other miscellaneous parts like the basket. I have a headlight bucket for an older Honda P50 that I'm doing, and that P50 is at the shop. So once I get that all done, I'll showcase it. It's not really a restoration because it's so clean, but I'll still showcase it regardless. So I'm on my way to go do that. Alright, now that I got this thing back together, I got the sticker kit. It's from kz900.com. He makes a lot of OEM replicated stickers. I mean, even the same foil and warning stickers and to the OEM spec and size. So I'll slap these on here and then that'll be pretty much complete. You know, aside from some small detailing and things like that, it's ready to ride around. So. Alright, I got my kick and go here. We're gonna go take it for a spin, see how it functions. right, that's about it for the Kick and Go Senior. The thing's actually a workout. I'm exhausted. You can tell, getting in your 30s, you're not like you used to be when you were 12.